Hi YouTubers, it's Smoke Nancy, again for the next video today. So, I uploaded my pre-recorded video this morning like usual, and this video right now, I'm sure all of you guys can guess it. Guess what it is? It's going to be the special video. Yes, this video right now is 6 years since I started smoking. Can't believe it, I'm finally doing it. Okay, so, the way this video is going to work, if you're not familiar with my videos, you know, like my first 1 year since I started smoking, 2 years since I started smoking, etc. I have a Word document right here, a Microsoft Word document right here. I think I focused, and I'm going to basically be going through it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining how it'll work. I think everyone will just follow along as needed, or as prompted. Anyway, so the house of keeping for tobacco. Smoking this, somebody just going by, sorry. Smoking this bundle cigar, it's a no-name bundle cigar, I think it's short filler. Just a no-name bundle cigar right here. And I'm drinking some Corona. And the reason I'm drinking the Corona is because I am. So, yes, I'm being silly. So anyway, today is my 24th birthday, so, yeah, 24 years old today, can't believe it. Yeah, it's kind of weird talking to myself on the camera, but the point is, yeah, I'm 24 years old today. I was born, 24 years ago, can't believe it. Okay, now I'm going to get to the point of the video. Okay, so, this video is obviously, or this video it's titled, 6 years since I started smoking. So, I turned on the iPad, because I'm using my iPad to record this video, it's just easier. I did the introduction saying hi. Okay, let's see. I kind of briefly explained how this video is going to work in terms of the Word document. I'll be reading off a Word document. That doesn't mean I'll have to lose eye contact with you quite a bit, meaning I won't be able to look at the camera like this. I'll have to look down on the document. Don't think I'm ignoring you guys. Don't think I'm being rude or being whatever. I'm looking down on the Word document because I'm not sitting on anything. I'm not sitting on a chair, so I'm actually just looking down on a Word document. So don't think I'm being a dick or anything by not looking at you guys or looking at the viewfinder. So anyway, so let's get this video started. Let's fire up the stogie or a cigar. Hey, calling it a stogie. Anyway, and yeah, that's just the oil burner. I don't think you'll notice it much. Okay. I like the iPad because it's much better to record. Or it's much easier to record because it doesn't pick up the noise of the oil burner as much. It actually kind of smells like cigarettes. It's kind of weird. Probably cheap tobacco. This has actually been sitting in my humidor for a while. This cigar. Okay, one more light should do it. Okay. So now that's out of the way. Whew, a lot of smoke. Very potent smoke. So this has actually been in my humidor for I believe over 6 months. Yeah, about 7 months. This has been in my humidor. Short filler cigars probably don't age as much as long filler cigars. I'm just talking louder because of the oil burner in the background. But yeah, this is not a bad cigar. It's just an unnamed, no-name bundle cigar. I got these in an order, or not an order, but somebody gave me a big order of cigars, and yeah. So these are just been sitting in my humidor, at like 70 degrees, or 70% humidity, sorry, so 70% relative humidity for 7 months now, and yeah, can't believe it. They taste a lot better. I have to tell you guys, when I initially smoked these, because I got like 6 or 7 of them, and I have 4 left. Well, now 3 left because I'm smoking one of them right now. They were really kind of bitter, kind of harsh. So now that they have mellowed out a little bit by sitting in the humidor for a few months, or half a year actually. So anyway, just start taking a sip of my beer. And yes, I'm 24 years old. I'm of legal age to drink. That's a good cold one. Okay, so I discussed how this video is going to work. And basically this is a celebration of how long I've been smoking. I started smoking 6 years ago today. It's been exactly 6 years since I started smoking or using tobacco products. And yeah, I started smoking when I was 18 years old on my 18th birthday, which was April 3rd, 2009. And yeah, it's been exactly 6 years since I started smoking. Okay, so I want to discuss first of all what I've used in the last oil burner went off. This car going by. I want to discuss what I've used in the last 6 years for tobacco or smoking related stuff for tobacco. Okay. In the last 6 years since I started smoking, I have used cigarettes, cigarillos, tobacco blunts, cigars, little cigars, tobacco pipes, hookah, nasal snuff, and e-cigarettes. So I have used a lot of tobacco products. Now I'm not going to make this video too repetitive because I have done videos like this in the past, and I don't want to make it too repetitive or too redundant because I don't want to say the same thing I said in the other videos. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing my my shirt for ostomy awareness right here. If you don't know, I have a colostomy right here, so, well, I won't show it on camera, so, anyway, yeah, I'm wearing my shirt for ostomy awareness, for that kind of stuff, oh, whatever, so, anyway, so yeah, I've used a lot of stuff in the last, 6 years for tobacco. I've used, cigarettes, cigars, little cigars, tobacco pipes, a lot. So, obviously I want to make this point that I don't constantly use tobacco. I know a lot of people on YouTube get the wrong impression that I'm some kind of like crazy nicotine fanatic on YouTube, whatever. I'm really not. So, I don't chain smoke or anything like that. You know, even though I've tried, what the point I'm trying to make is, I think I said this in the other videos, even though I've tried a lot of tobacco products, I may have tried 10 different tobacco products or whatever, but I don't constantly use them throughout the day. You know, I only smoke maybe 3 times throughout the day. A lot of people get under the wrong impression that I'm some kind of like chain tobacco user who's smoking like 10 cigars, 10 pipes, you know, like 20 pinches of nasal snuff. I'm not, so that's the point, is I may have tried a lot of tobacco products in my day, my smoking career, if you want to call it that, but I don't use a lot of tobacco products throughout the day. Also, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I tried smoking cigarettes for give or take a year. So, I tried smoking cigarettes for about maybe about a year. And the way I explain it is basically I had turned 18 years old, and, you know, cigars and pipes weren't working out with me. They were kind of hard. I was kind of struggling to smoke cigars and pipes. So I tried cigarettes for like 6 months. And obviously, I didn't really smoke cigarettes. I didn't even inhale them. I just puffed them. So, yeah. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I tried smoking cigarettes for 6 months. I quit. I quit altogether. So, anyone on YouTube who still thinks smoking SE 787 is this huge time chain smoker who's smoking 15 pipes a day and 20 cigarettes is just full baloney. Full baloney. So, yeah. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. And I don't miss cigarettes. I know one of my family members asked, do you miss cigarettes? I said no. I don't miss them at all. But the point I make about cigarettes is I never got addicted. I never, like, inhaled cigarettes. I'm not going to inhale this because I'll cough my brains out, but I never inhaled cigarettes. I never got addicted. I just puffed them. I just would sit on the deck and, like, puff a cigarette for 5 minutes. Yeah. I only smoked like 1 or 2 cigarettes a day, not 1 or 2 packs a day, 1 or 2 cigarettes a day. Anyway, so I'm not a cigarette smoker, despite what some people may think. I mean, I know a lot of people think on YouTube that smoking SC787 is this huge time chain smoker who is smoking 20 cigars a day, 15 hookahs a day, something crazy like that. No, I'm not. I may have to take a very short break here for a sec, because somebody just came home to my house. I'll try to keep the video going. I will keep the video going. I'm just telling you guys that I might have to take a 1-second break. Hold on 1 sec. Hey. I'm recording. Hi. That was just my brother coming home. Yeah. So, I know a lot of people on YouTube. Sorry to take that little break there. I was recording something on my, somebody just came home to my house. It was my brother. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that still think I'm this huge time chain smoker. I'm not. I really am not. I mean, even though that I've tried a hell of a lot of tobacco products, I'm really not. I mean, I smoke every single day, but I'm not somebody who just sits there with a cigar in my mouth and a drink in my hand go like that. I'm really not. I mean, I smoke every day, but it's not something I obsess about or anything like that. And that's the point I'm trying to make, is I'm not really, like, addicted to it. So, anyway, so I did that. I'm up to number 7 in my Word document right here. Okay. So I quit smoking cigarettes altogether almost 5.5 years ago. So May 2010, I quit altogether with cigarettes. Now, there's been a few exceptions here and there. I've tried a cigarette, had a puff off a cigarette, puffed a cigarette like this. But the last time I was actually, smoking cigarettes even remotely regularly was May 2010. That was the last time, a car going by, was the last time I was actually regularly smoking cigarettes. Yeah, I quit cigarettes regularly, meaning every single day, in November 2009. That was the last time I was smoking cigarettes, even if you want to call it regularly, because it really wasn't. The point I'm making, it wasn't like an addiction. Especially for my newer subscribers, and I think, well, he must have been addicted. He must have been, like, smoking a pack a day. He must have been, like, always craving a cigarette. No. It was like I would sit on the deck, puff a cigarette for 5 minutes. That's all I would do. I mean, not everyone gets addicted to cigarettes, contrary to popular belief. Anyway, so, yeah, I quit altogether in May 2010, and I quit regularly in November 2009. So, anyway, so the next thing is, let's see, number 9. When was the last time I had a cigarette? The last time I had a cigarette was June 2013. I was down visiting family at the Cape, and somebody offered me a Marlboro Light, or Marlboro Gold, as they're called now, I smoked it, I even, like, you know, puffed it like that. Tobacco. So, you know, that was the last time I had a cigarette. I really don't miss smoking cigarettes, honestly. I mean, cigarettes are really disgusting, honestly. They're really nasty and they're really terrible for you. Not saying this is healthy for you. Not because I'm going to get into that more in the video about health-wise. But, honestly, cigarettes are terrible. They're terrible, they're nasty, they're stinky, they're disgusting. So anyway, yeah. Okay. Next is number 10. Just making sure the ash doesn't fall off. Okay. Okay, so number 10 is what I have never used for tobacco or nicotine products. Tobacco products that have nicotine, in other words. So I may have tried a lot of tobacco products, obviously, like cigarettes, cigarillos, gas station cigars, tobacco pipes, hookah, nasal snuff, whatever. These are the products I have never used. I have never even used these products once. Okay, so I have... Sorry, my nose is itchy. It's very dry outside, so my nose is kind of itchy. Okay, so I have never used chewing tobacco. I have never used dipping tobacco, moist snuff, whatever you want to call it. I have never used snus, American or Swedish. I've never used that. So I've never used any oral smokeless tobacco products. I've used nasal snuff, which is the tobacco you sniff. Never used any oral smokeless products like chew, dip, snus, snus, whatever you want to call it. Never used dissolvable tobacco products like Camel dissolvables, which are like the they look like candy and people dissolve them in their mouth like a mint. Yeah, so smoking in my face. So yeah, I've never used any of those. And I haven't used any kind of patches, gum, any type of like quit smoking aids, anything like that. So I have used a lot of tobacco products, obviously, but I've never used patches, gum, inhaler, because obviously I have no interest in quitting smoking. I'm not interested in quitting or stopping smoking or cutting down smoking at all, even though it's unhealthy. So yeah, I start taking a sip of my beer. That hits the spot. So, never used chewing tobacco, any kind of like oral, like I said, any kind of like oral smokeless tobacco. Never used dip or snus or snus. So yeah, I have tried a lot of tobacco products, but I never tried those. Honestly, things like chewing tobacco, dipping tobacco, snus, Camel snus, Marlboro snus, Skoal snus, Copenhagen snus, Swedish snus, just doesn't appeal to me. No interest, really. I really have no interest in trying, and then I obviously have no interest in quitting smoking. So, yeah. Okay, so next we're into some fun stuff. This is going to be getting fun. Okay, so number 11 is my favorite tobacco products. So obviously I've tried a lot of tobacco products. Some of them I currently don't use anymore. Actually, the majority of them I don't use anymore. I'll get into that more later in the video. I guess I'm using sign language, whatever, so I'm being silly. Yeah. So I have my favorite tobacco products overall. Out of all the ones I've tried, you know, cigarettes, cigarillos, tobacco blunts, cigars, little cigars, pipes, tobacco pipes, hookah, nasal snuff, and e-cigarettes. Yeah, out of those 9 products, which are the favorite? The top 2 favorite. Drum roll. Tobacco pipe and cigars. No surprise, obviously, if you watch my videos. My number 1 favorite is obviously the pipe. The tobacco pipe, not the hookah. So, also love cigars. I've been getting into cigars a lot more recently. In the last probably year or so, I've totally gone into cigars more. Um, Definitely getting more into cigars, exploring humidors, wineadors, anything like that. So yeah. Okay, so I also love pipes, tobacco pipes. Um, love all types. Yeah. So this is gonna be now we're gonna focus on my favorite type of pipes. So my favorite type of pipes currently. This is currently, not formally. My currently my favorite types of pipes are out of all the different kind of pipes. I mean, people who know pipes know there's a lot of different kind of pipes. There's briar, clay, meerschaum, corncob, cherrywood, maplewood, olive wood, rosewood, glass, anything like that. So yeah, metal. My favorite types of pipes are briar, meaning briar wood, and corncob. Yeah, briar and corncob. So briar, which comes from the heat tree in the Mediterranean, that's one of my favorite types of pipes. Also, I love corncob pipes, just the average Frosty Snowman corncob pipes. I love them. I love them, and the reason I love them is because not love them as in whatever. The reason I love them is because or like them is because they're, number one, corncob pipes are affordable and briar pipes are durable. Briar pipes may be a lot of money, but they are durable and they are very, very high quality. And corncobs may be cheap, but you know what? For the price you pay for them, they're pretty damn good. I mean, honestly, for the price you pay for them, they are pretty damn good. Yeah. Next, I want to discuss my favorite types of cigars. So my favorite types of cigars are Churchills, Toros, Robustos, anything with a small ring gauge, aside from Lanceros or very small ring gauge. So for cigars, meaning premium handled cigars, a lot of people get confused with the gas station cigars, like the Cigarellos, the Garcia Game, the Black and Mild, the Phillies Blunts. I don't smoke those. I only review them for the review sake. I don't smoke gas station cigars on a regular basis. And speaking of cigars, this one has improved with age. I can tell right now after sitting in my humidor for almost a year, or not a year, after 6 months or so, this cigar has improved with age. It's gotten a lot smoother because I remember it was a lot bitter it was more bitter when I tried the last time. So yeah. So I like for cigars definitely anything with a small ring gauge. I don't like cigars with a really, really small ring gauge because I find they tend to have a tighter draw, and I definitely prefer a very loose draw in cigars as opposed to a very tight draw. So when you're sucking through like this, obviously this has a very loose draw. I don't like tight draws on cigars or pipes for that matter, because you can control a loose draw, you can't control a tight draw. So yeah, I tend to find the cigars that they're very, very small. Almost like they're about the size of a cigarette, or the width is the size of a cigarette, or cigarello. Those tend to have a tighter draw, like Lanceros tend to have a tighter draw. They burn good, but they have a tighter draw. I don't prefer those. I like anything with a nice smaller ring gauge, but not too small. So small, but not too small. Anyway. So yeah. Now I want to talk about what I have tried for pipe tobacco. Now, pipe tobacco, obviously meaning tobacco that's meant for a pipe, a smoking pipe. I will get into this more later in the video, what I mean by that. So, I have tried for pipe tobacco aromatic, English, Balkan, Virginia, vapor, burley, English aromatics, etc., etc., etc. So I've tried a lot of pipe tobaccos. That's actually the next topic. I've tried so many pipe tobaccos. I actually say on the on the Word document right here that then make a point that I've tried a hell of a lot of pipe tobaccos. Yeah, I've tried a ton of pipe tobaccos. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I've tried Latakia blends, English blends, if you want to call them that, Virginias, Vapors, Cavendish, Black Cavendish. I've tried Burleys, hybrid English aromatics or Latakia English aromatics. I've tried Vapors, Virginia Periques. I've tried Burley this, Latakia this. I've tried a lot of pipe tobacco. So I guess the point I'm trying to make before people start saying, why are you bragging? It's because in the last 6 years, I've tried a lot of pipe tobaccos. Yeah, so I've tried a ton of them. And yeah, it's been really fun. So now I want to talk about something very briefly. I know I talk about this too much, but I do want to talk about just a car going by. Anyway, obviously I use pipe tobacco for pipes. Actual tobacco pipes. I'm not using it for roll your own, make your own cigarettes. I get a lot of comments from people saying, are you rolling your own cigarettes, dude? Are you rolling your, cigarettes with rolling papers? Or are you rolling your cigarettes with a making machine? Roll your own machine. No, I'm not. I'm smoking tobacco pipes, the bowl of a tobacco pipe. So anyway, yeah. I know a lot of people know, obviously most people know that. But, car going by again. But yeah, I'm smoking the pipe tobacco exclusively for tobacco pipes. Obviously, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. It's just meant for the pipe. So I'm smoking the bowl of a Meerschaum pipe, the bowl of a corncob briar clay pipe. I'm not sprinkling it, rolling machine, and rolling cigarettes. So, anyway. This has gotten a lot better with age, actually. This has, yeah. Anyway, so how many pipe tobaccos have I tried, roughly? So yeah, in the last 6 years, because it's been 6 years today, since I started smoking, I have tried 197 pipe tobaccos. So just under 200. So yeah, just under 200 different pipe tobaccos. And that's brands, so not just like English, aromatic, or anything like that. Yeah, I've tried almost 200 pipe tobaccos. Can't believe it. It's pretty impressive that I've tried almost 200 pipe tobaccos. Oh yeah, yep. So yeah, I've tried crossover blends, hybrids, everything under the sun. But you know what? Even though I've tried almost 200 pipe tobaccos, I haven't even begun to explore the pipe tobacco jungle yet. Because there's probably 10,000, 20,000 blends out there, if not 30 or 40,000. So I have just begun to explore. Anyway, so yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is burley tobaccos. Now, if you watch my videos for a while, you know a couple months ago I started to talk about burley tobaccos. Tobaccos that have burley, which is a tobacco that's grown in the United States, it's grown in China, it's grown in Africa, whatever, so South America. I begin to try burley tobaccos more often because I am interested in burley. Because really, out of all the tobaccos I've tried, burley is the one I have not tried the least, or I've tried the least. I've had a hell of a lot of English blends, a lot of Latakia blends. I have had a ton of Virginias and Vapors. Really haven't had a lot of burleys. So I have been trying to try some burley tobaccos, or tobaccos with burley. First off, my impressions. This is the next thing. My opinion of burley tobaccos as of now. I like them. I was afraid when I first started to try burley tobaccos that I wouldn't like them, because the reason I avoided burley tobaccos for a while is because, in general, I don't like the taste of burley. it kind of tastes kind of like a bitter grape taste to me, like a fruity taste, or acidic taste, like acidic. Not really acidic, but more like fruity, like prunes or raisins, kind of like that taste. So I avoided it for a long time. But I gotta say, after trying Peter Stockway's 702 Burley, which was kind of bitey, but, not bad. I think I will be trying more Burley tobaccos in the future. I will be trying, definitely more Burley tobaccos. Going forward, definitely. Anyway, yeah. Car going by, sorry. Anyway, car going by. So, next thing I want to talk about is what I've tried for cigars, for premium hand-rolled cigars like this. Even though this is kind of like a bundled cigar. I have tried Maduro, Oscuro, Natural, a lot of cigars. So for wrappers, I've tried the Maduro cigars, the Oscuro cigars. For sizes, Lanceros, Toros, Robustos, Coronas, Double Coronas, everything under the sun. Everything under the sun. So I have tried a lot. I've tried a ton of cigars. Not as much as pipe tobacco, probably, but I've tried a lot of cigars. Yeah. So, yeah, I've tried a lot of different cigars. Let's see. So, how many cigars... hold on a sec, YouTubers. Hey. Good. Sorry about that, YouTubers. That was just somebody going by. So anyway, so yeah, I have tried a lot of cigars. Compared to pipe tobacco, I have probably not tried as much variety. I probably tried. I don't know the exact number of cigars I've tried. I can't really tell, or I can never really count the number of cigars I've tried. I'll probably never know. I have probably tried cigars, if you factor them out into like each individual cigar, probably a couple hundred cigars. So probably more cigars than pipe tobacco, actually, but not as much variety. I've tried a lot of the same type of cigars, like Padron this, Opus X this, Romeo Giulietta this. I haven't tried, excuse me, as much cigars as I have pipe tobacco. So yeah. So while I have tried a lot of cigars, it's not as much of a variety as pipe tobacco. Compared to pipe tobacco, I've tried a lot of different types. Cigars, not as much. Probably tried more individual cigars and individual pipe tobacco blends, but not as much variety. Okay. Let's see, yeah, roughly how many cigars have I tried? Probably around a couple hundred. I'm not really sure. I'll probably never know the number exactly because I'm not going to spend 2 hours counting how many cigars I've had. I'll probably never know exactly how many cigars I've had. Okay, next thing I want to talk about. Let me have a sip of my beer. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about, this is actually the beginning of the end of the first page. Okay, I want to talk about what I've noticed health-wise. Now, obviously, smoking is not healthy. Tobacco use is not healthy. What have I noticed?